Roland, don't you love his face? Hello all, friends and family alike. So glad you can join me once again. Back. Welcome to those who are just checking me out for the first time. My name is Paige, nice to meet you. I am a menswear designer, originally from New York City. I am currently working on my second collection called hizstry, Page 2. Hizstry is the brand name. My design aesthetic is based around the stories of individuals inspired by passion and ambition and leadership and distinction and love. I'm just inspired by love. If you want a little bit more insight as to my aesthetic, what I do, how I like to do what I do, please check out my website, hizstry.com. There you will be able to see my first collection, Page 1. See if there's anything that tickles your fancy, or as I said before, the fancy of someone else. Hey, it's always fine to give a gift because you are a gift after all. Oh my gosh. Also, I am a fashion consultant. So if you should ever need any advice or any help, or I do also do custom pieces. So anything that you actually currently see on the website that you're kind of feeling, but you thinking a little bit something more different, a little alterations here and there. Maybe I need a pocket, maybe I need less buttons, something of that nature. Contact me because I got you, because guess what, you're a person too, you're an individual, and I customize to you. It's actually morning here, and I have not had a chance to have breakfast. I went into my kitchen and I remembered I still have chocolate cake, and that chocolate cake is actually from our next muse, our next inspiration, Roland Kunos. Rolling with the homies. Rolling with the homies.
Yeah, let's do it.
Roland is absolutely magnificent. He is one of the gems that I have come upon here in Berlin, and how grateful and fortunate and blessed I am to have him in my life. So everybody needs a little chocolate in the morning. So after having met Roland for the first time, I immediately was like, okay, I'm all about this life. I'm all about this presentation. I need to work with him. Let's set up a date. Let's do this. You seem kind of shy to me sometimes.
Yeah, it happens.
Would you agree that you're shy?
Yeah, in a way. Like I can get, I think, uncomfortable. Or like it just really depends.
Is there a difference between the person that you are today versus the person you want to be? Are they the same?
Yeah, I think they are pretty much the same.
So who is that person?
Someone whose shit is together. And simple, in a way, I would say. And trying to find meaning of things. And trying to understand things. I'm a really curious person. Like the tiniest little details can just like fascinate me about things.
You're a photographer.
Yeah.
Why photography, and when did this happen?
I think actually the entire thing like started with the MySpace era. For us, like MySpace, especially like I'm from Hungary. In Hungary, like MySpace, like it was really big. Like for us, like that was the first like social media like thing, and everyone was posting something there. Everyone was taking selfies, but these selfies were in a really different way. They didn't even really have like a camera phones. Like you actually had to use like a proper camera. These mirror selfies, and everyone is with a massive camera. Like that was that era. So I started taking photos of myself, and this is how the entire thing like started. I think I was around 15 maybe. I was really interested in fashion as well, to become a designer. And the third part, like that time I was a dancer. These were like the three main mediums I was using in art. At high school, I was drawing and painting and stuff like this a lot. The reason I got into photography, because that's where I got accepted at university. I really wanted to go to fashion, but somehow I got so much further in photography, and I was like, okay, yeah, like then I'm gonna study photography, and I started really focusing on it. Because the fashion, like, it's not that important in it anymore. And it's not really about the clothing than about people, actually.
I noticed you pay attention to things. One of the last conversations I actually had with you, being able to have a conversation with someone and listening to them, and then picking up these little nuances, and then, you know, later when you see them, maybe even giving them a gift based on something that they said. Were you always like that, even as a child?
Yeah, with every single little detail. Like, I think it's, especially these days, I think it's really rare you can just leave a child in a room and they're gonna do something. Because now, like, everyone, including myself, like everyone is just like fascinated with everything, like watching TV, playing, but in a really different way. Like how we were growing up, like the TV was not on constantly. We didn't have like YouTube. We were not really looking at a screen.
Yeah.
It was really different, and I could just like be in a room and I always found something what entertained me.
If there were 3 characteristics that you can use to describe yourself, what would they be?
Then maybe a good listener. But I think it's like even more important. I think I'm giving good and really personalized advices to people. Because in general, I like to help people to like see themselves like better. Also, I think as a second one, I think I really know myself and I'm confident about like who I am. And I'm really trying to like simplify things and making things in a really essential way when it's just me. He's just so kind. It's still so exhilarating and it's still so refreshing whenever you meet someone who's nice and someone who's genuine and kind-hearted, considerate. Tip for the day, be kind. Have you ever had a bad day? You open your email, got a bill, you got a notification that you lost your job, he don't want you no more, she don't want you no more, whatever it is. And then as you're going about your day, sobbing, drying up your tears, someone says something so sweet, so kind, like, excuse me, would you like to sit here? Or, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on your foot. Just thoughtfulness and consideration can really change the scope of a lot of things. And if you yourself have not experienced enough kindness in your own life, you should be the one to exemplify it. It was one day I was walking outside and this man just said hello to me. Out of nowhere. I mean, granted, yeah, I guess that's not that unusual, but he was just, hello, and like, oh, hi. And then I continued to walk. And then literally, less than a minute later, another gentleman, older man, was like, hello. And I was like, hello. That just did something within me. And I like started walking and I saw this guy. I was just so pumped up after those 2 greetings that I saw him with his dog and I was like, hey. And he was like, what? He was a little confused. Having a couple people just say hello and just be nice and considerate really caused me to want to pay it forward and want to give some love myself. So thank you once again for being here. You know I love you guys. You know I do. I think you might want to hit that subscribe button. Yes, you do. Hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, she is back. Let me be one of the first. You get to add a little comment. Let me know what you liked about Roland. What characteristic that you have that you find is really endearing, is very considerate, kind, thoughtful. Let me know. Thank you so much, Roland. Food is not good unless it makes you dance. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Looking forward to seeing you again. Until then, have a Merry Christmas. Take care. Love ya.